just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And now this throw complete to Washington. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. Charles, Thursday night game, you think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And take it right on the 30. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown.
Kareem Hunt, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
7. Steelers, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Connor. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready. Steps away to his left.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Herbert. And finding the tight end, Hooper. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Complete to Austin Hooper. A 2-yard gain on the play.
They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
If this is what you want to see from a defense, give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Cleveland.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. Dancing away at the 30. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. They run for it with Hunt, and he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A Curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
The one thing I have learned about this league, more and more, you've got to take some chances. You know, if you play everything conservatively and play everything exactly like, okay, I know what to do in each situation, I don't think you're going to get very far. I love the call there, going for it, even on his own side of the field.
Yeah, and even though you're on your own side of the field, they were creeping towards midfield, so not as crazy as if they were back at their own 20.
Showed a little faith in the defense too, right?
Yep. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch tight, tight is right. Watch tight, tight is right. Alert, alert. 3.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the Steelers.
Forced out to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Justin Lane. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field. And
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, Herbert. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, as the first half is winding down. And the Browns add on to their lead.
The extra point is
and he puts it through.
Makes the score Browns 14, Steelers nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
The pass. Intercepted by the Browns.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run again with Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. He finds Beckham complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
Herbert's pass.
A big play there on 3rd down for the Browns. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the delay, here's Hunt. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The tackle
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
He was brought down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And it's complete. Hooper. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
1st and goal.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So they tried runs on 1st and goal and 2nd and goal, got stonewalled. Now from here, they've got to throw, right?
I would think so, and I would think you also maybe want to come up with something different in terms of formation. Maybe spread things out a little bit. Even though you're down near the goal line where things are tight, get it spread out a little bit and try and find some room to operate.
This is caught. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Browns add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's the 4th-round pick from Maryland, Anthony McFarland. And he's going to be met at the line. Line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Shift. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking deep here for Ebron. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Steelers, nothing. They'll run again with Hunt. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now Hunt. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And it's 3rd down.
The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. This is Hunt. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. They snap it to Herbert. He's got Hooper on the short connection, but he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back him up 5.
Here we go. Here we go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 41. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Steelers' 17-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
At the 16-yard line, it's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
4-yard line.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hunt, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got, If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
27.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Cleveland, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.